Hey guys, how's it going? My name is McTosin and welcome back to WWE Supercard. Today we're going to be talking about Clash of Champions once more. I'm going to drop some last minute tips and tricks before this current Clash of Champions is over, but if you're watching this in the future after the Myth tier, this will be applicable to you too. The only reason it's called last minute is because it is last minute in reference to this Clash of Champions. So basically, what I'm going to be going over is the way that I have attacked this Clash of Champions, and I have found that this method works very well. I honestly think Clash of Champions might be the best free-to-play ranked event. Definitely better than Last Man Standing, and probably better than Codebreaker as well, just because you don't have to input the code elsewhere. So yeah, it's pretty good. So as you can see right here, I'm on level 111, and there is every single card on the board is taken up, right? So Bam Bam's in there somewhere, and I have to find him. And the way that you do that is you have to know that these cards, the ones that are lit up right away, are not going to contain the champion. So we're just going to click a random one right there. I have not done this level yet, so this is brand new to me. But we're going to go ahead and click a champion, and then we have to look at our cards. And we kind of got some butt cheeks cards, because the cards that I'm going to be facing are going to be better than 3 of my 5 cards. So right here, I'm going to throw out Bronson Reed. His overrun is going to apply, and now one of the butt cheeks cards, one of these guys right here, has an opportunity to win against a card that they really shouldn't win against. So that's what you want to make use of. You want to make use of your really strong cards and their abilities. So if you have a Bronson Reed or anybody like that with an overrun or a defend or an inspire, use them early so that can proc, and then you can throw one of your weaker cards out afterwards. So now we're going to go down. We're not going to touch any of these that are already open because, like I said, Bam Bam will not be in there. The champion will not be in there. So right here, we see we have plus that much. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out power. Basically, we win as long as we don't land on Santos, and we're going to land on Brock. So cool. Brock Lesnar normally wouldn't have beat this card very likely, and we now have a win on a WrestleMania 39, which kind of isn't really supposed to happen because these cards are supposed to be stronger than half of my deck. Right. So now we're kind of breaking our way into it. The way I do it is I section it off, and I like to get rid of the middle first when you start on the outside. So right here, as you saw earlier, there were cards right here, right here, right here, and right here that you can click on to start. So I like to get as far away from the cards that you start with, and that's where I've found the champion usually is. They're almost never next to the cards that you start off with. I don't know if that's intentional, I don't know the deal, but that's the way it is. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out Solo Sikoa right here because neither of these cards can win heads up no matter what, because Solo has a reversal. So you want to be very cognizant of what your good card's ability is, because Solo's reversal is good if he ever loses to a card of his strength, but it's not good for the cards that follow him. Like these two cards gain nothing if Solo reverses. So just be aware of that. Bronson's overrun's very good for the cards that come after, Solo's is not. Alright. So now we are in the middle, and we have not found Bam Bam yet. And unfortunately, neither of these two cards can beat Ricochet right here. So we're going to go ahead and go against any of the... It doesn't really matter. We're just going to sacrifice one of them, and the other will win. And I'm going to show you exactly what you want to do right here. So his speed and charisma have been weakened, so now we want to chase that with either power, charisma, or power and speed. Whenever that happens, you need to press one of the match types that contains speed or charisma, the attributes that you just lowered. That's so you win, guaranteed, and now Santos Escobar, who should never win ever, is getting a win against Ricochet because we used Kevin Owens and Santos Escobar combined. So that's a very good way of getting wins for those butt cheeks cards. And we're going to keep exploring the middle here. I'm going to go ahead and go with that one. Still no luck. And very often, once you get to the higher rankings, especially where I am around 111, wherever, you're not going to get it on the first try every single game. Sometimes it'll take 2, 3, 4 tries, but that's the most I've ever had. 4 tries. You just need to keep track of where you've gone, which places you explored. So like say I explored this corner over here already, I would not be doing this again, because the champion will only be in one spot per board, so they won't move around or anything. So we're going to go ahead and go speed charisma here in hopes that we get Solo. And we get Solo. How lucky is that? Once again, up to luck a little bit. You do get lucky, you do get unlucky. It happens. You just got to keep grinding. Use your ads. Alright. So now we're going to keep clearing out the middle. And what this is doing is this is telling me that Bam Bam is not in the middle. If I can manage to get these cards, which I unfortunately won't, but I'll get at least a very good idea of where he's not. So then I'll go elsewhere. So I'll try the corner pieces right here. If I don't find him. right? So now, toughness and charisma. You want to play to your card's strength. So right here, Bronson's very weak right now to charisma, and he will lose if he gets a charisma matchup. But Brock is actually kind of down to fight in charisma. So we're going to go ahead and throw out Brock Lesnar. And that's where you want to choose your superstar over the match type, is if the match types fit what the superstar has left. So right here, unfortunately, Brock's just a weak card, and he's going to lose, but there was a chance of that working if we got a good draw. Okay. Now, we are going to go with... Yes. So we're going to go ahead and just pick Santos Escobar because toughness is included in all of the match types, and the Miz, the card that we're going against, currently has 0 in his toughness. So you want to be very, very aware of that. Like, that's how you win these matches, that's how you explore the board, that's how you clear out the board, and that's how you find the champion, move up. So, unfortunately, this round we do not find him, but we are going to get a good couple points, around 33, 36, for beating X amount of superstars, and we're just going to continue this process until we find Bam Bam. Also, if you're playing free-to-play, please don't use your credits on this. It's so not worth it. It's just not at all. So we'll go ahead and load in one more time, and I'm going to do exactly what I said last game. So I am aware of where I've been. So I started up here, and then I made my way down this way. I did not get to click either of these 2 cards, and I don't believe I got to click this card either. So we're going to start right here, and we're going to explore this card, and then these 3 right here, and if we can, we'll get to this one as well. So that's our game plan right there, and hopefully we can stick to it. We get a very, very good draw, so we have 4 Myth Pros, and then Kurt Angle, who actually can win a match if he gets it in toughness or charisma. So we're going to keep that in the back of our mind, and he will lose against Wes, though, and we're going to go ahead and just throw out a decent Myth so we can win this for sure, and then move on, because obviously this is not the champion. Hopefully we win this, because he is a champion. You have to be wary of the champions. Their abilities will proc and you might lose, but it's okay. So now we're going to go to Rick Boogs, who will win because we're not going against Cactus Jack's toughness and there's no issues there. Cool beans, man. So it is a little more in-depth, and I do like that about this game mode, but also kind of is a pain because you can't really like absent-mindedly grind it. So that, that kind of is unfortunate, but not the end of the world by any stretch. And I like choosing the match types for the most part when you have a lot of strong cards. If you have all strong cards, you can choose the match types and go for like toughness because it's only 1 and they're only weakened in 1 category for the next round. But in a match like this where I'm trying to play to Kurt Angle's strength, which is toughness or charisma, I'm trying to just weed out my stronger cards so I can pick my matchup with Kurt Angle. Okay, so now we're making our way into here and we still have not found Bam Bam. That's okay. We're going to keep chugging along. So now I'm going to activate an ability, and I'm going to choose toughness in hopes that it lands on Kurt Angle, and if not, we're going to lose, but we have a 50-50 shot. Lands on Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's going to get a win, which he shouldn't, because he's not as good as the cards that he's facing, but we're playing to his strengths. Just got to play to your card's strengths. Right. So we're going to keep chugging. And now we're going to pick power because it is our last matchup and we can pick the single attribute over the double attributes because LA Knight will be more useful to us in the following round. And we will clear out the middle. So this is the last card in the middle. Bam Bam, perhaps? No. Okay, so he's going to be in one of these spots, right? Has to be in one of these spots. So what we can do after this match is we can peek. So we're going to go ahead and try to win this match. LA Knight wins every single one of these matchups because none of them involve power, which is his only weakened position. So LA Knight is perfect for this. Very, very good. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and peek. Also, you have to be aware of their inspires and their defends. Okay, so he's not up there. That's important. That doesn't help me. And we'll use one more peek. Okay, that's very good. So he's either here, here, or here. So maybe he's right here? No, okay, so he's in one of these 2 corners. He has to be in one of those 2 corners because I know where I've been and I know where I haven't. Actually, he might be here. I don't remember if that one got revealed. Oh no, it did get revealed. Don't mind me. I'm a little off my rocker. Okay, so now we can play to our strengths once more. And there's no one like LA Knight that will just win all 3 matchups. So that's kind of unfortunate. But everybody wins toughness as long as I put this, except for Kurt Angle. So we have a 1 in 4 chance of getting a loss here. We do not get the loss. I forgot the Inspire after telling you guys don't forget about the Inspire. Okay, we're good. The little boosted us up just enough, so that's very, very helpful. Okay, so now we kind of have to choose a side here because we can't get both of these revealed. I'm feeling left. Let's try the left. So we need to win this matchup. It's going to be in power toughness, And once again, 1 in 3 chance of losing, and we get a win. So that's very, very clutch. So I hope you guys can kind of see what's going on in my mind. Like, I'm not just randomly choosing cards, I'm remembering where I've been, and I'm charting out where I'm going. Bam Bam Bigelow. Boom. Okay, so I don't look like a complete lunatic on camera, so that's really, really good. We get a boost in our power, and our everything, actually. And we're going to go ahead and challenge him in power alone. It doesn't really matter, because either of these cards will win, even if the other loses. So we win this round, no issues whatsoever. But like you saw right there, this was a full board, and it took 2 rounds. It did take 10 minutes, so you gotta give it some time, unfortunately. Hello, H2O Delirious, cameo on the channel, the giant YouTuber. But yeah, that's pretty much the way I've been doing it, and I've seen some success with it, so I hope that you guys can get to watch this before the event ends, and I hope that you're able to implement my strategy into your game and shoot yourself up the leaderboard. So thank you guys for watching. This is a great free-to-play event, so if you guys are on the cusp or almost getting the card but not quite, I would say just grind it, put these tips to work, and have a good day. Take it easy, guys.